So I'm Katie Seal. I am the president with the Phelps County Historical Society, and right now we are sitting in one of the rooms of the 1861 Old Courthouse here in Rolla. This was commissioned and built after Rolla became the county seat. So Phelps County becomes organized in 1857. So we don't have a courthouse at that point, and they actually met in the John Dillon log cabin and family home. So that was actually out north, kind of northeast of where Rolla is now. And so they met out there at that home. But that cabin was actually donated to the Phelps County Historical Society in 1969. And they disassembled it, Lincoln log set, put it on a flatbed truck. Some of it was still intact. And they moved it here to just across the street now on 3rd Street. But yeah, so that's where they met in 1857, all the way up till when they started building this courthouse. So they started construction in 1860, but they didn't complete it by 1861 when the Civil War breaks out. So this is actually occupied and used by Union soldiers at the time. It was kind of officers' headquarters for a period. It was a hospital. It was storage. They used it for a little bit of everything. So it's not until 1868 that this is fully completed. And then it's the courthouse that they used up until the early 90s. Citizens Committee formed in 91 to try and save this historic structure because the first initial plan was actually to tear this down and build the whole new complex. So a group from Phelps County banded together to save it. So that was the Old Courthouse Preservation Committee. And they succeeded. So they were able to take over stewardship of this, and eventually they kind of merged essentially with the Phelps County Historical Society, who takes care of it today. On July 19th, starting at probably about 4, we're hoping to do it a little bit later in the evening, so hopefully it's a little cooler. We're going to be here at the Old Courthouse, and we're just going to have a celebration. So live music, we're going to have some lawn games out here on the big green space that we've got. I'm hoping to have some food trucks in, maybe some door prizes. We're going to have all of our buildings open. So we'll have the Old Courthouse, we'll have the Dillon log cabin, but we'll also have the old jail, which isn't open quite as often simply because it's back behind, so it's a little more difficult. But we will have that open for tours, so people get a chance to check those out. And of course, it's a birthday celebration, so there will be birthday cake. So we hope people bring a lawn chair, come join us, listen to some music, eat some food. You can come and go as you want or stay for the whole time. As with many in the community, we did suffer a bit of damage with the tornadoes back this spring. One of our front windows actually lost. It was the most bizarre thing, just 2 panes ripped straight out and flung across. So it could have been much worse, but unfortunately, that window is going to have to be entirely replaced, and that is several thousands of dollars. So we are looking at grant funds. We're also fundraising. So the Edmund Ward Bishop birthday is also going to be a fundraising opportunity. So we're going to have some, fun raffles and stuff that, hopefully people can win some stuff. But then also all those proceeds will go towards kind of so the repairs there. We have a little bit of roof damage on one of the flat roofs that we have on some of the newer portions of that. So we've got it kind of repaired now, but it looks like probably the long-term best option would be to replace that entire roof. All of the roofers are quite busy, understandably, in town right now. So we're fundraising, and we're working to be able to get to replace that entirely. So anybody with expertise or would like to help us with either of those projects, please feel free to reach out. Great place to start is through our website, phelpscountyhistoricalsociety.com. But we are open for tours for people to come and stop by. Saturdays 10 to 3, Mondays 10 to 3, and then Thursdays 1 to 4. If you've got a larger group, maybe give us a heads up, because usually it's just a single volunteer at a time. So we'd like to help try and accommodate. We welcome school groups, classes. We usually have them in. And again, if you give us a little heads up, we might be able to do a little bit more topic specific of a tour for your class group. If you're going over something specific within your class, we had civics class that came in. It'd be earlier this spring. So we were able to actually do something that fit a little bit more in line with their lessons and their schoolwork. So we'd love the opportunity to be able to do that.